right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
Alright guys, let's jump into today's video. Let's take a look at the radar picture currently. We actually do have some rain showers right now up in northeastern South Dakota, Watertown, Sisseton area, and then down towards Brookings, and then into southwest Minnesota, Marshall, Worthington areas, seeing some light rain showers, as well as down in northwest Iowa, Spencer, Iowa. So that is what we have currently. That is moving off to the east. On my way to the studio, I did see a few raindrops. So there's a few raindrops kind of around the Sioux Falls area, but mainly north and east of Sioux Falls here. So at the 5 o'clock hour, take a look at our current temperatures. We got 61 degrees in Sioux Falls right now. That is about 10 degrees above average. Hovering over into Minnesota, we got 40s and 50s, so a little bit warmer than yesterday. 52 in Marshall, 54 in the cities. Not bad. That's about average for this time of the year. And then down into Iowa, 50s and 60s can be found. 61 in Des Moines, 64 down in Omaha, 57 up in Mason City. So yeah, fairly nice today. And then as we go into Nebraska, farther west we go, look at this. We got 70s and even some low 80s. We got 80 in North Platte. We got 68 in Sioux City. We got 70 in Grand Island, 79 in McCook, 75 in Valentine. Very, very warm there. So if you like the warmer weather, Nebraska is where it's at here. And then out in western South Dakota as well. 79 right now in Phillip. It's way above average for this time of the year. That's probably 30 degrees above average. 75 in Rapid City, 70 in Spearfish. So all the warm air is south and west of here. Out west, Pierre at 73. And then finally up in northeastern South Dakota, it is a little chillier. We had some rain today. 48 in Aberdeen, 48 as well in Sisseton, 55 in Mulbridge. So that is a look at your temperatures. Again, farther west you go, warmer you're going to be. Farther north and east, a little bit cooler with this rain. So that is the weather story today. Also, we didn't have to worry about the wind today. The wind was non-existent today, thankfully. Yesterday was pretty breezy, but today didn't have to worry about that. So let's jump into your model runs. But first, let's hear a brief word from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
So as we take a look at your model runs, as you can see, there's your light rain showers, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa, eastern South Dakota. Play this out, that'll continue to move off to the east. We don't have to worry about it. And then as we get towards tomorrow, could be some light rain down in southwest Iowa, but really not seeing much here tomorrow. And then after that, we will have some light rain showers against southwest Iowa. That'll pass through. And then by Friday, we're watching that next system. Things have changed a little bit though. Before we were forecasting those thunderstorm chances on Friday. Well, according to the latest on the European model here, it's painting a little bit different story now. Now everything's shifted to the north and west, so we're not really seeing much. Now, Friday night, there still could be some thunderstorm activity across southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, maybe even to Nebraska, but it's not as organized as it was before in terms of what it was showing. Now, as we get towards Saturday morning, that is when we're going to start to see that rain and thunderstorm chance increase for Sioux Falls and surrounding areas. And then farther to the west and north, some freezing rain in pink, and then on the back side of this system, we got snow. And as you can see there, paints a good picture by Saturday early afternoon from Pierre up to Aberdeen, some freezing rain, and then Rapid City and north, you got snow. And then by Saturday afternoon in the evening, the snow shifts into northeastern South Dakota and northern Minnesota. And Sioux Falls is kind of on the southern end of this, so actually, according to this, Sioux Falls might not get any snow out of this, believe it or not, at least for Saturday. Now, on Sunday, there is another system passing through that we need to talk about on the back side of the system. There's another hit here, Wyoming into western South Dakota into Nebraska. And that is for Sunday, and then by Sunday afternoon and evening, it goes into Nebraska and western South Dakota. And then by Sunday night, that looks to be where Sioux Falls can get in on some of this finally. Some snow chances Sunday night into Monday morning. And then that'll pass out of our region. And then by Monday night into Tuesday morning, another hit comes through western and central South Dakota with rain / freezing rain / snow. All forms there of precip possible. And then Tuesday afternoon does impact Sioux Falls, as you can see there, with some rain showers. And then farther to the north, honestly, it looks like north central and northeastern South Dakota look to be getting the most snow out of this system that'll be coming through. It's a multi-layered, multi-day system that will come and go. And by early next week, it looks like could be another system passing through by Wednesday. And then by next Thursday, that'll clear out, and then we'll see what happens after that. But it does look like a more active pattern here unfolding in our region this week into the weekend and then into next week. So buckle up, a little bit more active pattern that we've been seeing. But, we'll obviously hash out all the specifics as we get closer to the date. But that is what is shown on the European model. That is for now. Also, did want to mention we do have this as well. I do want to talk about this real quick. We do have actually a severe weather risk for your day on Friday. Storm Prediction Center is thinking there could be some severe weather for just south of Sioux Falls, but really Sioux Falls is right on the edge of this. You go on down into Yankton, Vermilion, Sioux City, so the far southeastern corner of South Dakota, into Nebraska, O'Neill, Norfolk, North Platte, and then into northwest Iowa, and then into southern Minnesota to include the cities as well. So that is your area there shaded in that darker green. That is where we got that level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. Again, hail and wind being the main threats out of any of these storms that pop up on Friday. All right, so as we take a look at the latest, tonight we'll have overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. And then for your day tomorrow, look at the warm air. There it is, 60s and 70s across our region. 74 in Rapid City, 67 in Sioux Falls. I think we could hit 70 in Sioux Falls tomorrow. Just depends on how warm we get, but could be possible. And then how about Friday? Look at this. We're really going to max up on these temps here. 84 in Sioux Falls. That is way above average. That's close to 35 degrees above average for this time of the year. We are going to be maxing out on these high temps. How about down in Nebraska? Same story. We got mid-80s in Nebraska. We're actually going to be warmer here in Sioux Falls than Omaha, Nebraska. That is pretty amazing. That is a March weather forecast if I've ever seen one. We got 30s up in Aberdeen, and then we got 80s, mid-80s down in Sioux Falls. That is an amazing contrast. And even Canada and North Dakota up into the 20s for highs on Friday. So, anytime you got a big contrast like that, you got a sharp contrast, you got temps in the 20s on the north side, and then you got temps in the mid-80s on the front side. On the south side, yeah, you're going to have some problems. So we're definitely looking at a system coming this weekend. Still got to hash out the specifics. For the Sioux Falls side of things, again, it's going to be more rain, but, wouldn't surprise me if we saw a little bit of snow. But looks to be more rain as of now. But again, maxing out on these temps, 86 down near Vermilion. That is pretty amazing stuff. Also near Canton, could see, 86. That's for late March standards. That's incredible. Really, that's more June-esque weather. It's usually temps we see in June, not in March. So that is the latest here from T-Storm Chasers. Again, continue to follow us on our social media platforms. We got Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. Be sure to check out our daily weather videos. Braden is going to be back with you guys tomorrow, and I'll be back on Saturday. So that is the latest. Stay safe out there. Continue to be plugged in on the weather, especially this weekend into next week. The weather will be more active. So stay safe out there. Have a good night.